the mic on. Okay, we're gonna get ready that side now. Dibza, who be on feet? Sorry guys, it's a bit chaotic right now. So if we deal the numerology, the numbers, catch us that side on YouTube or on Facebook, right? Search CMOS Africa YouTube channel or CMOS Africa yes. Or CMOS Africa Facebook page. Nah? On Facebook, our logo is yellow. On YouTube, our logo is red. Nah? Today, we self-initiation numerology. Rakwan. All right. Okay, let's have a look. We're about 8 minutes away from starting the stream. Let's get ready. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you share the stream. For those of you who are on TikTok, we can do numerology and self-initiation, right? So yesterday in the afternoon, Rishapile live stream Yamachita Monday, in the afternoon, where we touch on all things Tamachita, right? From a spiritual context, from a herbal medicine context, we just touch on the Tamachita. So 3:30 to 4:30 Mondays. Monday in general is Machita Monday. Our goal there is to uplift Machita. Therefore, Machita visiting our stores get access to a 10% discount. Machita visiting our stores get access to a 10% discount. Rakwan? All right. We also have now this stream where we talk about Dilota Machita. 2. I know some of you are watching and they're looking for jobs. If you're under the age of 30, you can apply for. We've got 3 job posts available right now. 1, production. So you must be here in the East Rand, Brakpan, Dal Park, Dawn Park, Vosloorus area. You must be under the age of 30. And then you must reach out to us in the number that's in bio. Send the CV. Tell them, Hori, you were told on the live stream to send the CV. You work in production. We're looking for people in production. Now I'm looking for 1 person there. And then 2, for those of you in Pretoria, we're looking for 2 people in Pretoria for our store that opens in November, end of November in Pretoria. So under the age of 30, once again, I'm looking for those people. You will then go through a rigorous training process preparing you for in our shop, or advice as to what herbal medicine that they can take that's available on the shelf. But for Madlebe Ami, angisezwa kahle. Bayahluleka labo doctor bafuna ukungisika. Okay, Sanza yenza so baf. Thatha le number that's in bio ngizozwa kahle exactly the detail as to the history, right? To what has been happening, and then we can take it from there. Unfortunately, I say owner possess, age limit will be the end of us. Unfortunately, the reason I do this, the reason I do this is because people older than me have a challenge, lohun tobel, right? It is your peers who have bent your opportunities with us. Let me be honest with you. It is your peers who have bent your opportunities with us. Older people tend to be in a position where they want to build their lives on you. And in them wanting to build their lives on you, they lack patience. They lack patience. In them lacking patience, they are very quick, kamkuba. Unfortunately. This is the unfortunate circumstance we find ourselves in. So now, my policy is 1, I do not hire people who are older than me. I do have people who are older than me, but this is because they are from the old generation. The people who were there later on. Okay, Mara, you're not too far. You're not too far. 0202 1989. It's fine. You can apply, Ona. You're just a year younger than me. That's okay. No problem. Yes. So now I've had people who are working for me who are in their 40s, right? I'm 34 now, in their 40s. But this is the challenge even you guys have in the workspace. The older generation not wanting to accept you guys because they feel like you're a threat as a younger person. The older generation, they are quick, kadiklar. Let's be honest. The thing about life is that when it tests you, you build a darkness inside of you. One, do not allow the darkness to capture you because you're being challenged by age. What do I mean by this darkness? Jealousy that comes from the fact that your things aren't coming together at the same time as your peers. One, please do not do that because this jealous vibration is the vibration that puts you in an internal hell. Some of you, Vale, you're in hell while here on earth as a result of the vibration you hold. The camera settings, camera, black magic. Okay, perfect. Oh, let's see England. The camera's off though. Okay, we're on now. We're on. Yeah, so this is my challenge with older people sometimes. Yeah, I've had serious problems with older people. And then they come and they create issues with other employees. They just want to, be a problem. So if you feel like you can do it, yeah, maybe when the business is much more developed and we need people who are, you know, yeah, right now, I'm sorry, but it's like, yeah, I know it's rough. And then now, here's the thing: the more you work with people, the bigger the challenges you have, right? I have a big lump. I have a big lump in my stomach to the left, right of the top of my C-section scar. Doctors say, "Okay, Gege, tell me more." It's nothing. This thing is painful. Gege, please chat with us on the WhatsApp number, now. You can tell us a bit more. It's a bit hard to really because I need detail, Wawan. I need detail, and it's a bit difficult to give perspective. Exactly what your history is, what's been going on, and so on, Wawan. Kahe Uchori, you've been to hospital so many times, so reach out to us and then let's take it from there. Okay, we're a minute away from starting the stream. So unfortunately, we're not taking herbal health related questions now. We're doing numerology and self-initiation. Rakwa. And Zanland. Let's go. Come on. Welcome back to our live stream for the day. Before we start, we've got an ad on screen for you guys. So tomorrow is Woman Crush Wednesday. Like I said, we celebrate women every single Wednesday. So any woman walking into either one of our stores, they'll get access to a 10% discount on all the products that they've bought from us in store on that particular day. I'd also like to add an important notice that on that day now, from tomorrow's what? The 11th? No, the 9th, sorry. The 9th, we start our afternoon stream, which starts 3:30 to 4:30 p.m. On Woman Crush Wednesday. We touch on all things Sabasadi. There we'll be talking about challenges that women face from a spiritual context. So Babasadi always bakajana from that context. So we'll talk about how to navigate that type of spiritual warfare. We'll talk about sexual health. We'll talk about emotional health. We'll talk about spiritual health. We'll talk about relationships from a feminine context. Nah? So catch us tomorrow in the afternoon, 3:30 to 4:30 p.m. or in store to get access to the discounts, as you can see on screen right now. The address to our locations are at the bottom in yellow. Nah? Carnival Deco Center, 5 Rangeview Street. That's in Dell Park, shop number 14. That's here in the East Rand. In Durban, 593 Felix Dlamini Road, Barrier, Durban. Right? Some of you will then be able in future to catch us in Pretoria. Nah? End of November, we open our store in Pretoria. Next year, end of January, Joburg. Nah? Next year, end of May, Cape Town. So let's get ready for that. Right, let's keep moving, Buffett. Today, self-initiation, numerology. Let me just put myself on screen. Topic the day, Buffett. As you can see here at the bottom, our topic is self-initiation and numerology. So for those of you tuning in here on TikTok, if you want to catch us, make sure you go that side. Nah? I see already many of you have commented and shared their dates of birth. Let's unpack. Before we go there, I want to put on Aslonipane. Aslonipane Kitami, he's here behind the camera right now. Aslonipane TV. Make sure you go subscribe that side as well. Some interesting content there. A socially driven page to help people who are struggling from the context they are getting. Grants, ne? Yeah, so if you are someone who's challenging to get access to SASA, that's the page to go check out. So Tammy's vision there is to create content around helping people to navigate that world. All right. Now he's got a message for you guys. We start streaming exactly 10 a.m. Please be on time. 9 minutes to go. Make sure you are subscribed. So subscribe and hit the bell icon, right? If you're on YouTube especially. Why? We'll go to all the notifications. We're live right now. Nah? And then a simple process ya hore re tlo bula process re batla go kopa mangelo ya sotele a tlo re kgantshetsa tsela ya rena in regards to this process ntse re leng go yona ne only incense lapho there's incense behind us bafo yeah only incense lapho yeah with the actual little tray no perfect unetos. Yeah, re tlo rapela bafetsi re tlo kopa mangelo ya sotele. Yeah, perfect actually. Let me work with the palo. Ngibole kitos ba. Unetos. Re tlo sebetsa ka palo. We want to prepare the space, right? Give thanks, King. We want to prepare the space. Re tlo kopa mangelo ya sotele. A tlo re thusa hore re tlo kgona hore re provide the best information possible. Re tlo provide information that comes from a deep intuitive perspective. Rakwa. This is Palo Santo, nah? This is the actual tree itself. We cut it up into these small little sticks. We have it in store, 50 Rand. I think it's 5 sticks in the pack. It's got a great smell, so you can use it to cleanse the space. Move it around you. So rabolela. Tobela ramasedi. Tobela lena mangelo ya khanya. Ke a tsoseletsa lena. Go sele le gono. Ke thabo. Ke mo tlile mo. Ke tlo bolela le lena. We've got an audience of people here ba tlo dula le rena ba batla re tlo ba thusa re tlo ba kgantshetsa in regards to dilo tsa bona tsa self initiation le numerology ke tsoseletsa lena bana reng le batawong gore le tlo sotela re tlo ba kaofela re tlo kgona gore re ba kgantshetse re ba guide ka perspective that is deep, that is very much aligned with them. Let everything that we say resonate with each individual. Nah? Let them pay attention, let them take what resonates. Ke bitsa le bona mangelo ya bona gore a tlo sotela tlo ba le bona ke bona ba batlisitseng mo so that they can get help and guidance and understanding in regards to the path e ba leng go yona mo le bontatleng go. e be gore re tlo thuba dipelo tse kwalegileng bonkgo le bontatemogolo re tlo kgona gore re sotele, connect with them as deep as possible, help them invoke the epigenetic memory that will connect them with the highest parts of themselves. Ba ba imelwang from a context ya gore their lives are challenging and they feel like they can't find themselves. Let it be that this moment will be a moment where they connect with the information that will give them the keys, the start point. Remember, the keys are all internal. So all we need to do is allow them to understand that all the answers are within them. Let it be that this vibration that we create right now connects with each and everyone watching the stream right now. Let it be that we provide them with perspective, and let it be that they listen with a deep, attentive ear, because what I say is not random. All the examples I made are very unique to each individual who we are talking to on the stream right now. Let it be that they get that. Nah? Let it be that they get that. They don't miss out on the important information. So, all right, let's rock, Buffett. Let's get the ball rolling. Arqale ka Sabela, Mathibela. Tate Mathibela, ho jwang fit? Yes! Hi, Baba Fihlile. He's born 2nd March 1999. We're doing the soul urge number. It makes things easier. We don't have to waste time, right? Reducing to a single digit, your date of birth, that is, to get the life path number. Now, the soul urge number is the number that you run with, hence the soul, right? The mir, nah? The mir in the kan, the bar, right? Mind, body, soul. Mind, spirit, and soul, right? Rakwan. Now, here, the soul's urge is its intent over the long-term journey of the soul. Rakwan. So this too carries with you perpetually going forward. Nah? Then the life path number is in this life path, in this time and space right now. What do you seek to achieve? But your soul's urge is always with you. So 2 is a feminine number. If you can see, it's curvy. I like to do numerology on the basis of the shape of the number, right? Everything holds a vibration. It is the vibration that affects the matter, therefore creates the shape, right? The vibration of my molecules have slowed down or formed in such a way that it forms my physical vessel. This is the uniqueness of each and everyone. Everyone holds a vibration unique to them. This is why spirituality is not one size fits all. So important to understand that one. Spirituality is not one size fits all. This is why here our key topic being self-initiation is about the self, connecting with the self. And this means inward connection. So take what resonates with you, leave out the rest. So like I said, 2 is a feminine number. 2 is the number of balance, right? For you, your soul seeks balance. It needs to balance both feminine and masculine, right? You need to connect with the creative aspects of the self. Nah? So when Sabelo, you need to, perhaps you might come into this time and space and you're too masculine. Why? Because it's trying to remind you to connect with the feminine. You come very imbalanced, with the goal being to connect, the soul's urge. Because we are here very on an ascension journey, which is in essence a learning process. What are we doing? Just like the programmers are coding software into the artificial intelligence robot, you too are coding certain understanding into your soul using what? Life. That's why they say life is a simulation. This is what they mean, right? It's a simulation set out for us to understand particular permutations. What are these permutations? Born under these circumstances, will he be able to connect with his true self? And this is why some people keep repeating cycles, all right? Now, the two needs to engage in this balanced aspect. The 2 might have challenges around identity. Perhaps they're too focused on their mother's people. He's born there, and even the surname he uses is the surname his mother. Now, in using this surname his mother, it creates issues for him because he doesn't find fulfillment because he has no balance. Now, he has no balance. Therefore, Sabelo, as a 2, your goal is to find balance between feminine and masculine. Your goal is to engage in creative work, right? Your goal is to be in the flow with the universal principles. You are not rigid, right? You must not be rigid. If you are rigid, right? You must use your eyes, you must use your ears, you must use your hands, everything that operates in twos, right? Rakwana Sabel, I hope you're getting that. Nah? So now, here you are seeking to find alignment in regards to things pertaining to your life. And if you are not operating from a perspective of balance, you're going to have a challenge. I hope this gives you context, bro. You're still young. You still have time. You still have a moment to really connect with the things that will serve you. Therefore, please look into your situation from that context, Rakwan. All right. Mukhafi Rapela. What's up, Mukhafi? Hope you're good. Born 06 August 1983. So soul urge number. Nah. 6 is 9, but it's the yin and the yang, right? It's the yin and the yang. What do I mean? I get it. If we've got this 6 and we've got then the other, then it comes together to create the yin and the yang. This means you need to be flexible as the master manifester. You need to connect with your higher self, which is the God. Then you come in as the one, right? Let's go here on cam so you can see. So this is 9. It is the creation closely connected with the higher self or God, which is the creation, the root creation. You have no choice but to connect with the higher self. And therefore, you must engage with the mandate, the higher self, which is what? Doing humanitarian work, perpetuating the agenda of God, which is what? Creation. Therefore, you must engage in humanitarian-based works that take people forward. But now you require flexibility because 6 is 9. What does that mean? I get it now. 9 operates in the orthodox fashion, but the 6 in the different fashion, it's upside down. It's switched up. Nah? So you have to operate with flexibility. Now, these are some of the challenges you might have. Rigidity. Now, remember, our numbers also express now how the permutations will be set up in regards to how we must now undergo a process of finding ourselves as a result of the way the numbers are set up. Let me give you understanding. I'm born on the 19th, so my soul urge number is 1. Yes, I'm born to lead, but then I'll have challenges around what? Selfishness, being selfless, right? Control, you understand? Wanting things to go my way. You get me? So I have to let go of all these traits to become the true leader, right? To be connected with the God. So I have to now connect with God so that God can provide perspective for me. Or no, this is how you will lead your people. Now, when as the 6, you will create the new world, the new perspective, but in a different sense. So 6s for me are the people who do things like create technology that will take us forward into the future from a different perspective. Nah? So everything that you do needs to be so humanitarian based. So you might find yourself in the humanitarian space even now. Social work, healing space, social entrepreneurship, that sort of thing. These are the things you need to manifest. This is where you need to be using your manifestation power. Nah? All right, cool. Let's keep moving. Okay, Teresa. So I was just speaking about the one right now. I'm born on the 19th. You're born on the 10th. So people born on the 28th, on the 1st, on the 19th. Nah? This is all relevant for you. Rakwa? Nah? This is all relevant for you. Why? Because all those numbers reduced to a single digit add up to 1. Rakwan. Now, these are the leaders. These are the people who are firstborn or only child in the family, right? These are the heir to the throne. Now, these are the people who are connected to God in the traditional space. These are the people they'll say, "When unamakosi when." These are the people who tend to be from the royal bloodline. But these are now the people who also need to be in the position where they can handle the dynamics of power. Why? Because power can get to your head and it can take you downtown if you have no control over it. But secondly, you are the person that everyone looks to, right? all your family members, all your friends. The pressure is right here. Nah, now you must take us forward. Everyone looks to you for the answers. Now, if you feel like you're not ready for this role, you have no choice but to be ready for this role. You have no choice but to be ready for this role, Teresa. If you feel like it's too much, I can't handle it. Now, certain ones tend to remember, I'm not speaking randomly. Nah? So perhaps this is you. And now, if you are not in the position of leadership and you just want to be in the background, those who are in the position of leadership where you are in the background are always going to feel like, nah, you are a threat to them. You'll always be having challenges in the workspace from that context. Rakwan, you must step up into the role where you connect with your higher self, because it is zero, then it is the one. You are the first whole creation. The first whole creation, Yamdim. Chilo, zero is God. Rakwan. So now, if you do not connect with the higher self where you are led by God as to how to connect and sit on your throne, you will never find fulfillment in life. Nah? You will never find fulfillment in life. I hope this gives you context. Garab. Most older people will automatically see you as competition. Exactly. Remember Buffett, nah? Okay, this comes from the conversation I had earlier before we started the stream about my policy of not hiring people who are older than me. Why? Because older people tend to have certain challenges around being under someone, right? And then obviously I'm a one. You cannot come into my space and want to be above me. I'm a one. The reason I've built this business is so that I can be aligned with my numbers and who I am. Everyone who works for me understands this. And not to say that I'm power hungry. No, it's that I understand what I am built for. And therefore, I've mastered the art of leadership and delegation. I've always led. In every environment I've been in. I played sport most of my life. And in most of the sports teams I played with, I wore the armband. I was the captain. You understand? I've been in multiple businesses prior to this one, and I was the one leading most of the time, right? In school, I was also leading, nah? Both academically as well as now. I was the head boy in my school. That should give you context now. Oh, okay, the ones, how they operate. Nah? Now, I've had to master the art of controlling power. So in every single phase of my journey of becoming the individual that I am right now, I've always been put in positions of leadership. I've made mistakes as a leader. Leadership is one of the toughest initiatory paths to undergo, Buffett. Nah? The life path 1. Very similar to the life path 9. Quite complex, right? Quite complex. Very complex. So with that said, if your time has not yet come and you're older, all right, sometimes your time is not coming because you're holding the vibration of jealousy towards those who maybe are younger than you or your peers, right? Remember, the vibration of jealousy is exactly where the devil wants you, because vibration, like fear, is a low vibrational emotion. What will you then do? You will be tempted into doing things like holoya. Why? Because value, filankari, everyone must not flourish. Celebrate those people. Master that art. So, lona babang dilo tsa lona actually di kwetse ke that. Wa bona? Ke na le ho bona motho a tlo consulta a dule mo ko pelaka. A ra dutse le nna ko pelaka. Re sheba. Ha re sheba. Oh, when actually your things are closed because you've got a dark heart, wena. Wa bona? Woman, I'm talking to you. Nah? When your things are closed because you've got a dark heart, you've got an inability to forgive. Okay, let's keep moving. Okay, we've already spoken about the two. We've already spoken about the two. I've already spoken about the one, Fisto. Let's see. So, how can one tie up or link numerology and astrology together for better understanding of oneself? That's a good question. I don't really work a lot with astrology, to be honest. I have had my birth chart done, For those who don't know what a birth chart is, this is when most people know their sun sign, right? So I'm Gemini. That's my sun sign. That's my outward expression. Just like the sun, I get everything that you see under the sun. Therefore, the character and the persona you carry. Then there's your moon sign. Nah? My moon sign is Taurus. These are the inner aspects of you. Nah? So now, what I've seen is that you can use each of the zodiac houses are linked to a certain number. So that's how you can link them. Nah? Each of the zodiac houses. Nah? So if you look at the zodiac chart, it shows you it's a first house, second house, 12th house. If you look even on the birth chart, it will tell you, Hore, of the 12 houses, which of the nodes the different star signs are in. Rakwan, Noctul. So you'll then look, okay, your sun sign is in which house? And then what number is that? And then you do the interpretation based on the number. Nah? Okay, so if I'm a Gemini, what is the Gemini? And what does the Gemini entail as a result of the number? Nah? I hope this gives you context. I'll have to dive deep and go do downloads on that. What do I mean by downloads? Etheric downloads. Nah? So that intuitively I can be able to give you perspective on this. Nah? But my basic response to you would be go connect. Go connect. TikTok, this live stream, we're using tobacco. This is incense. It's not tobacco, TikTok. Now go connect each number or each zodiac in your birth chart to a particular number, and then take the numerological interpretation of that number. Now, all right. Let's come to this side. Sosa, what's up? 1976, 11:15. So you're born on the 15th. Soul urge number, ne? 1 plus 5 is what? 6. We've spoken about the 9 deeply. So if you've been watching the stream, make sure you connect with the 9. The only thing I will say to you is we've also spoken about the 6. I think I spoke about the 6 earlier. If you now are a 6, this requires flexibility. If you are not doing humanitarian work, you won't see fulfillment. This number is very comic because it is either you connect with the higher self or you don't. And if you don't, what buys it? It's as simple as that. Why do I say this? It is God and then it is the creation, right? God above all. But in this case, right, it's the 6. So you must be wary of not connecting with the low vibrational self. You must ascend. You must operate with flexibility. Rakwa. You must operate with flexibility. You must engage in humanitarian-based work. If the work you do right now is not humanitarian-based, then you're not going to see fulfillment. I hope this gives you context. Okay, 1 minute till ad break. We have to go to an ad break now. Let me move this comment. Ad break time. Today we're going to talk about Chikwana Bafit. One of the most powerful herbs out there. Chikwana is one of Limpopo's finest, right? As you can see here, Chikwana, we've got it in store, also on the website. Great at dealing with discharge problems. So, Basadi, if you've got an issue with discharge, if you've got an issue with a leaky vagina, if you've got burning urine, this is also for men, right? You can take Chikwana. It also cleans the womb. It unblocks tubes. For men, it helps to improve sperm count. So Bokoko in Limpopo, if your woman is complaining, my man is not performing well in bed, they'll just pour you some Chikwana in your porridge in the morning and just keep quiet and keep it moving so that your tool can be sharp. Chikwana is available 50 Rand. The price point is great. In store from us. How would you use it? You'd then buy it and mix it into porridge daily in the morning to help you to improve your chances to conceive. Now, this is a powerful herb in that sense. For fertility, you can also come buy it in store from us. I know a lot of women have challenges around their vaginal area, their private parts. in terms of the health yayona. So if you're looking for something to improve overall health of the vagina, come get yourself some chikwana powder. Nah? Peace. Let's keep moving. Hold on. I want to pull myself back on screen. All right, let's come back this side. Let's come back this side. This is a good question, Shana. Are self-initiates solely from the royal lineage? I think so, yes. Why? Because ayikho inkosi ezothobela enye inkosi. Therefore, you will not be under another individual. Yes. 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 But this is why it's so difficult, because your ego needs to be humbled so that once you get into the role, you can operate from a position of empathy, right? And you can lead your people in the right way, right? Yes, I think so, definitely. Let's come this side. Bongeni Twala, welcome back, Bafo. Morning. I was once being told that Mina, I don't need to twasa, but to finish what the ancestors have started in the traditional healer space, and also that I need to be a prophet. Yeah, a true gift operates in balance. Can you help me understand what they really meant? Does this mean I can self-initiate, and does my birth date have an effect on these things that have been said? Yeah, 1997, 11, 24. Yes, you see, I've spoken about the 6. Exactly. Nines, right? But 9, 6 is 9, right? You must engage in humanitarian work. So prophecy and traditional healing is humanitarian-based work. This is a teachable moment. This is a learning moment for us, Buffett. He needs to be a healer, and he also needs to engage in prophetic work. But now let's talk about the prophecy. What did I say about the 9? They're closely connected to God, right? Closely connected to God. So is the 6, right? The 0 is the God, and then they're here. So to become a prophet, what must you do? Speed up the Merkaba, the light body, so that you can tap into the higher realms, right? Or the light code. So the Merkaba needs to move at what? The speed of light, which is what? 300,000 meters per second. Let's reduce that 300,000 meters per second to a single digit. What is that? 3. So what do you need to do? Connect past, present, and future. This is why the speed of light is 300,000 meters per second. Why? Because it connects all the informations from all the aspects. Rakwan, connecting left hemisphere with right hemisphere to open the third eye, Israel. Now, 3. 3 is such an important number, the all-seeing eye of Horus. Why one? Now, this should give you context. Vele, you're on an ascension process. That's why you're on the final stage of your journey. But now, with that said, don't lock yourself into the reason I feel Baros Katwasa is because they want your calling to self-actualize itself and showcase itself in a different and a unique way. Hence the 6. This is why I always say the 6 always plays out differently. Now, if you're on social media looking at other healers and wanting to be like them and molding to be like them, do not try be like me. Do not try be like any of these other healers who might somewhat be what you think you are destined to be. Just connect with what resonates and build your own body of work. Yes. So to answer your question, yes, your date of birth does indicate this. And notice your month of birth is an 11. The 11 is the prophet. One-on-one journey with the self. Nah? Those of you born on the 11th. Nah? So if your soul urge number, if your month is 7, let me give you context. For me, here's where the 6 comes in for me. I'm born in the 6th month. June, right? So now I had to connect with my higher self, but in a different way. So I in the conventional sense. I'm not a prophet in the conventional sense. Totally different, totally in my own unique way. And that's exactly how I want it. Hence, I'm a 1. Because vele, I will express what God wants me to express in a way that is unique to me. Raban, in a way that is unique to me. Conversations around Ntwaso, conversations around, hey, you must be a pastor. I've had those conversations. And for me, I loathed those. Why? Because I felt like they boxed me in to an ideology. But now that I've found myself and I've connected and I'm past the age of 33, right? I've reached Christ consciousness. I died many deaths in my past life, right? Where were these deaths? In the multiple businesses that I tried to build, in the relationships that I've tried to have with people, all these things that were happening in my life, all the things that I felt I had attachments to. There's nothing from my past life that I've carried forward after I reached the age of 33. Nothing. The only thing really is the sporting thing, to be honest. Sports has been valor, my thing. Not to say that the past lessons have not formed part of the body of work that's created me to be who I am right now. They have. But everything that was low vibrational, cut off. You understand? So, hence the 6. The 6 requires flexibility. If you are not going to connect with the higher self as a 9 or a 6, and this means letting go of things that don't serve the higher self. Yes. All right. Let's keep going. Yes. What's good? Born 15 December 2005. Sorry, 14 December 2005. Why do I say 15? All right. Born 14 December 2005. Now, 1 plus 4 is what? Is 5. 5 is the halfway point, right? Of what this current 0 to 9 journey your soul is on. Now, your soul itself, remember we're talking about the soul age number. It's at midway point. It's at a transitional point. It needs to be flexible around what? Taking decisions. Baba? The 5 is like the S. Supposedly 5s, then their vibration expresses such that they are people who are appealing physically, but that's a superficial interpretation. I don't want you to be locked in there. All right. Yes, fine. You might have the looks, but the looks might then serve the calling. What do I mean by this? The calling might be for you to use your your preference, because people have preference towards people who look good, to say things that provide depth because they'll listen to you. Now, some of these women are beautiful, but their minds operate on a low vibration. Therefore, they don't change people's lives. The mermaids. These are the mermaids, right? 5s tend to be the mermaids. Right? Mermaids. I get people who are mermaids born of vele or mermen, né? Depending on whether you're a man or a woman. Use your looks to impact people positively. Do not use your looks to create vanity. Right now, the challenge you have is either you go forward in a positive trajectory or you go back in a positive trajectory. Let's not focus on the negative. Or you become stagnant. You stay. You're rigid. Now, going forward means letting go of everything that doesn't serve the forward path. Now, this is about change, similar to the 7. You must be open to change. If you are not open to change, you must be flexible, right? You must be in a position where you can take things forward for yourself. Now, taking things forward, what does that mean? Maybe connecting with past. What does this mean? Connecting with your epigenetic memory. So doing just like the 3 must, you must know who you are. Who do you come from? What does your bloodline do? So that you can go forward and take things forward for yourself. Nah? Also, you must be flexible. I get it, an S. If you look at the S, it creates the sine wave. This is the universe. This is how the universe propagates, right? It's wavy. Rakwan. So it goes up and it goes down. It goes up and it goes down. Now, if you're rigid, you're not gonna be in the flow. Lady Lots Alfat. Nah? Alright, cool. Okay, Relo's born 1207, 1985. It's 10:36 right now. We're about 4 minutes away from ending the stream, nah? So remember, guys, if you hear me talking about a number that is your number, learn how to deduce as well. Don't just be here and just wait for your number to be read. Listen to everything so that you can connect with maybe what will serve you. And then how do we calculate the soul urge number? It's your day of birth. So she's born on the 12th. So 1 plus 2 reduced to a single digit, right? That's 3. She's a 3. So what do the 3s need to do? Like I said, the 3s need to connect past, present, and future. All right. This is what will serve you. And then what must you do? You must communicate. You must use your third chakra. You must use your throat chakra. C. Nah? C is the third letter in the alphabet. Hence, your strong point is communication. And if you do not communicate, you'll have issues with your throat. This chakra will just show right you're not using this energy center, because you must share things that are prophetic. You must share things that are coming from, the deep information that your ancestors gave you, right? You must provide that perspective. Now, some of you are locked in because you struggle with this communication. You are yet to master communication. Pay attention. I don't say things randomly. Now, in struggling with communication, you might find that this is why you are not finding alignment with your life. Because we're now, threes tend to be pastors. What do pastors do? They pray. So your prayers are powerful because the vibration your chakra creates is so powerful. You tend to be artists. You tend to be podcasters. You tend to be people who need to speak, right? Your job is to speak. You must be a spokesperson, right? You must speak on behalf of people. If you do not speak, barren closed mouths don't get fed. So this is why sometimes maybe you are going to church and getting the pastor to pray for you and so on, asking the pastor to help you to align your things, but it's not happening. Why? Because you are the pastor. No one must speak on your behalf. God is waiting for you to speak. All right, let's keep it moving. Let's see. I feel like our ancestors see that we are lost right now. They want us back to the soil, to be closer to them by doing what they used to do and using Mesamo, because a lot of things are for economic gain. Facts. You understand? These are all distractions. This is why we've dropped into the material realm. Right? Our Merkaba, our light body has slowed down to drop us into the material realm. And now this is why we have challenges that, Rona, if we do not align with the higher self as the 9 etheric beings, we will not see fulfillment. This is why the devil has pushed forward Uktwala as a tool now to get people to drop into the lower realms. Why? Because later when you connect with earthly things, literally connect to earthly things, you forget that your soul is eternal. And then you're fucked eternally. You understand? Why? Because you wanted to have the money now. Right? When actually, Rona, we've got access to eternal fortunes if we can connect with our higher self. We've got access to eternal fortunes, eternal power. Once we realize as 9 etheric beings, this is when we'll remember how to align and connect with the things that serve us, right? And find ourselves tapping into the highest parts of the self. Some of you are stressed because you're not driving the car you want. But find fulfillment in the moment that you're in. God wants to know if you appreciate what you have, so that they can bless you more and more and more and more, because now you're a person who appreciates. But now you get this phone now, iPhone 15. What are we on now? You get iPhone 15 now. 3 months later, you're over it. You don't give a shit about it anymore, right? And then you want the next thing. That consistent gluttony, low vibration feelings, right? I'm struggling with that now in regards to cycling. Get a new bike now, see a new bike drop, want that bike. No longer look at the old bike, right? These are the challenges we're having here. These are the challenges we need to overcome. Some of us, you've got a woman, right? But you're not content with what you have. No one is going to be perfect. No one is going to provide 100% of what you need. Right? Let's not talk now from context of polygamy, because polygamy is not always gluttonous as people tend to make it out to be. Polygamy sometimes can provide balance, because sometimes in a relationship there is an imbalance. There is an imbalance. Sometimes the woman has certain spiritual requirements that she needs to engage in, right? That means that she cannot be intimate with her partner as often as she should be. What does this then do? Create a loophole for the man. Why? Because the man is going to be vulnerable. And this means if the man is vulnerable and brings in an external energy, this woman, hence polygamy comes in. Most of you who are spiritual women need to be in a polygamous relationship. How do you see this? When you're always attracting married men? But the weird part is that you're okay with dating a married man, but you do not want polygamy. But anyway, let's keep going. What up, bro? Nayaka, it's 0107 1996. Sounds interesting. Okay, Matepo. What's up, Matepo? We've spoken about the one. The one is the leader, the firstborn, the heir to the throne, the individual who will do what? Fulfill the mandate given to them by God as the first creation. You had deep conversations with God before you came here. You must execute this and this and this. You must create something. Hence, you need to be a businesswoman. Nah? You need to be in positions of leadership. If you are not in the role of leadership, you have challenges. Why? Because you're not fulfilling the mandate. You wear the crown, right? You wear the crown. What is the crown symbolic of? The crown is symbolic of your etheric connection with God. For those of you who understand, sometimes the downloads come in via the crown. That's why you must not be held on the head. Because whatever the downloads that are coming from God, coming into your brain, right? When that pastor holds your head, right? So, Matep, your life might not be in fulfillment as a result of the fact that you are not stepping up as the leader you're destined to be. It's challenging. Leadership is challenging. One of the most difficult processes to undertake. Why? Because everyone looks to you. Everyone, all the pressure and learn. Somehow, even in your family, perhaps, you are the one who's in the best financial position. You are the one who holds like the mentality required. And therefore, you are the one who, you must be selfless as a leader. It goes without saying. When God puts the racks in your pocket, you must not be selfish with those racks, because you must then use the resources to help the family go forward, pay for your siblings to engage in certain things, take care of your parents. That's exactly why you are the heir to the throne, because you hold that selfless heart. Now, the challenge with the ones, obviously, is that connecting with that vibration of selflessness, because the low vibration of the one, we all possess a light and a shadow side. This is why a sun sign and a moon sign, the light and the shadow side. So obviously, the one, when they're connected with the shadow side, what are they? Selfish. It's all about me, 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 right? I know this because I'm a one. These are the challenges I'm facing, right? These are the challenges I'm facing. So certain things have been put into my life so that I'm not too selfless, or rather too selfish. But also now, there's also another side here, being overly selfless, wanting to help everyone, Messiah complex, or one where you feel like, well, now you can save the world. No, 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 no. Don't save the world, because when you save the world, some of the people you save are the people who want to take you down. Because remember, everyone is always after the throne. Everyone is always after the throne. There are those who want to sit in your position, but they are not built for the position you're in. But for some reason, they want to sit in the position because of the perks it comes with. But all right, Buffy, it's time for me to go. We'll be back again tomorrow. Tomorrow we talk all things herbal medicine. Rakwan. So I hope everyone has gotten context around what the soul urge number is. It's your date of birth reduced to a single digit. Nah? It's your date of birth reduced to a single digit. Then all this information is available online. We've created so much content in regards to this topic. Nah? Gang content. You can watch all the other videos that we've done. I think we've done about 5 to 6 weeks of streaming on this topic. So if you go to our YouTube channel, watch the other streams where we did these readings and we spoke about the numbers for the people. Nah? Right? So everyone who's heard their numbers, even if it wasn't in reference to you direct, it wasn't your comment that was on screen, but you heard me talk about the 1, the 9, the 2, the 3, and so on and so on. Take what resonates, let go of the rest. Nah? Okay, a rapeleng before it's amaya. And then we continue again tomorrow with this process. Nah? Why I say everyone needs to allow the self-initiatory role to self-express. I used to hate the fact that people would say, well, now you must be a pastor. This is me being a pastor. Teaching. Mfundis. Teaching from this context. So this for me works perfectly for me. It's perfect. So now, if I had held a closed mind the entire time, I would not be able to connect with my higher self. Nah? This should give you guys context. Nah? Right, arapeleng thobela ramasedi thobela le namangelo ya kganya ke a o tsoseletsa ke thabo ka re tlile mo re tlo rapela re tlo bolela le lena mangeloi re tlo le kopaganya go tsotlhe tse re shebaneng le tsona re tlo re go lena ra leboga ntse le re tshireleditse le ntse le tsamaya le rena le ntse le re kgantshetsa tsotlhe tse tlamele re di tsebe tse sa bonagaleng ka leihlo la nama tse bonagalang ka leihlo la moya. They're in a process of finding themselves. This is why they spend so much time engaging our content. Their efforts will be seen by Mangelo ya bona. Mangelo ya bona tlatla ho bona, aba providela the perspective that will be unique to them. Let it be that they'll always remember that bona, they too possess the power that they see within me, hence they gravitate towards me. Let it be that they'll never make the mistakes tsa hore bona bang deify ba feel nkare ke nna Modimo. Haebe hore bona, they will see the power in themselves, just as I see the power in them, just as I see the power in myself. Haebe hore everyone on this stream will be able to connect with the vibration that will allow them to connect with the higher self. Haebe hore everyone that is facing challenges in regards to their respective path will always remember one thing in regards to this. It's happening for you, not against you. Right? It's happening for you, not against you. Why? Because we want to shift them from the vibration of victimhood so that they can step into their highest power. Understand that life operates in seasons. Understand that as a self-initiate, there will be challenges. With clearer answers, clearer understanding. They will lead a path that will help them to connect with Mangeloya Bona in the right way. They do not find themselves making mistakes like Khotwasa, Basatlamele Batwase, or engaging in a religious-based calling, Basatlamele engage in a religious-based calling. They will find alignment in accordance to who they are. Why? Because the spiritual space is so dangerous and everyone is trying to find themselves. Everyone is desperate because the goal is to fix their lives. Our goal is simple, just as we seek financial prosperity, we want to build families and so on and so on. Let it be that we must understand that we must first connect with the higher self. So it is in that exact order, above, then below. Let it be that everyone will realize this. Let it be that those who are now in a position where they feel like they've tried everything. Let it be that Mangelo Yabona will come forward to them and show them that no, no, no. This process is ongoing. This is a test. Do not fail the test. We need you in that emotion. That emotion allows you to die and disconnect from what the things that don't serve you. So some of you are under pressure because of earthly things. Let it be that you'll overcome that. So okay, we'll link up again tomorrow. Take care of yourselves. We're fair too. Yeah, let's rock. Peace.